Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Global Inspirations. Yes, indeed, we are back with Global Inspirations, a platform which highlights the work of people who are doing something amazing, people who are creating an impact and doing something meaningful worldwide. This is a platform where we try to highlight the work of people who are constantly working towards upliftment of the world by their deeds, by the people with whom they connect, by sharing their work, by doing something meaningful, which puts them as well as others on the spotlight. So today we have an amazing guest all the way from India. His name is Dr. Munish Jindal. He is the founder and CEO of Hover Robotics and the founding president of MentorX Global. He is awarded and honored with highest civilian honor, Karmavir Chakra by United Nations. He is a Nobel Asian of the Year 2018, the man who followed his dreams. So, guys, don't stop dreaming, keep dreaming, because if you dream, you are definitely going to be someone someday in life. This guy is born and raised in Ludhiana in an entrepreneurial family, studied and lived in Australia, pursued his MBA at the University of Technology, Sydney. And along with that, he is a CPA, that is Charter Accountant from Australia. He holds a PhD in robotics and artificial intelligence from USA. So without further delays, let me introduce this amazing man to all of you, Dr. Munish Jindal. Welcome.
Namaste, Dr. Ruby Bakshikode. Indeed, a privilege for me to be at your show. Thank you. Thank you for being so kind and for such kind words towards me. Indeed, grateful to you.
I'm really, really honored to have you because it's since a lot of time I had been thinking I have to get this guy on the show to share with the world what amazing work you are doing. So tell me, Munish, you are so young and still you are constantly doing something, reinventing the awesome you. Tell us a little bit more about yourself, who the real MJ is.
That's so nice of you, and that's how people know me, MJ. And well, I believe I'm just another human on this planet, though yes, with very bigger visions in life. I somehow read somewhere that either you start loving what you do or start doing what you love. So half of my life, my early years, I started working when I was 14. So my early years, I was doing my family businesses and all. But one fine day, when I felt that I have to start doing my passion in technology and making robots, artificial intelligence, and all. So we launched Hover Robotics. We are the pioneers of e-mobility in India. We brought hoverboards, Autobots, mobility robots, e-scooters to India, and we are the sole manufacturers of them in entire Indian peninsula. As of now, we are number one in India, and we are among top five in the world. So journey has been, I won't say it had been an easy journey, but it would have been a very fulfilling journey over the past 6 years. We never knew we were going to be number one in India. We would be featured among top five in the world. And why I'm mentioning this is that I'm just another human being like everyone else. Or there could be even there are human beings who would be more intellectual than me. And if I can do it, everyone can do it. All it requires is, as you rightly mentioned during my introduction, the dream big as you can. And from here on, I started dreaming upon how to help people. I felt there are 8 billion people on this planet, and it's our moral responsibility that when we reach somewhere in life, we should be it's the time to pay back. And what better we can do when we are facing this global pandemic. So we launched MentorX with the vision to educate, to empower, to elevate, whereby we are serving all the 8 billion people across the globe.
That's amazing. You just said everything in a nutshell. It's really, really great when people start young because then the mind is raw. You evolve according to what you are seeing in the world. And if you are in the right direction, of course, everyone and everything falls to space. That's really very well said. And yes, I do agree with you, Manish. When one is younger and they see things around them, they evolve in a way that puts them in the right place and, of course, the right networks as well. So if your family upbringing has been strong, you had supporting parents that really pushes you in the right direction. Tell me something about mentorex. We see this happening everywhere, and even at the back I see this beautiful logo of mentorex. So what is this mentorex all about? Yes, yes.
So MentorX is basically, when we launched Hover Robotics, we started doing complimentary artificial intelligence certified workshops for the kids to bring technology at the grassroots level. Then I
Mhm.
thought, why just limiting it to the kids, or why just limiting it to India? So we launched a global organization, MentorX, with the vision to educate, to empower, to elevate, regardless of your age, your geographies, your demographies, your gender, what you do in life. We are here to serve you. We are here to help you. We are here to educate you, empower you, and elevate you to a new level. Imagine a kid who needs maybe soft skills in life or public speaking skills. Youth, they might be requiring some life skills, or they want to incubate their startup, or they need mentoring towards their prototypes, their idea polishing. Women, they might be looking for some direction in their life to fulfill their own dreams. Or there are big larger corporate houses who want to go to get elevated to new level. So this is what we're doing, hand holding. One side, people who need any kind of guidance, any kind of knowledge, skill set, empowerment, or elevation. Other side, the people who are willing to help. We are hand holding both of them and matching them with each other. And we're doing this globally. As so far, we are operational in 65 countries, and with the vision that by 2022 we are going to be in the entire 200 plus countries. Side by side, we have a MentorX Women, another initiative of MentorX, whereby we're connecting women with women. It's global sisterhood solidarity movement, whereby, because what we felt, women feel more comfortable with women and they form their own tribe. So it's like women, they need, if they want to grow their businesses, they want to grow their personal network, they want to learn something new, or they just want to explore the world, connect with other women across the world. Imagine you sitting in Switzerland, I'm sitting in India, and maybe there is someone who's sitting in Cyprus, or someone in Slovenia, or someone in UK. We are
Mhm.
just putting all of them together.
Very true. Very rightly said. It's like, especially these days when we are working hand in hand with women, women are not behind in any of the scenes. We talk a lot about women empowerment, and I see you at Mentorax doing a lot about women empowerment. It's very rightly said, when we think about something different, something that has not been discussed in the past, automatically things start working in that direction. And yes, as you rightly said, when at Mentorex, you are constantly evolving and giving and sharing lots and lots of information, sharing lots and lots of ideas how people can evolve, and you're supporting so many people. And during pandemic, I saw that you had always been sharing these with the universities. You had some collaborations with the universities, with the children, and everyone. What is female leadership to you? Because you do a lot of mentorex women, and you are constantly talking about it, and that's, I think, what got us connected. So tell us a little bit, what is female leadership to you? Why is it important?
See, women are the powerhouse of talent, as well as women are the biggest untapped reservoir of talent.
Mm-hmm.
What is women? This symbolizes sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
When people talk about women leadership or women empowerment, trust me, women, they don't need any kind of empowerment. Women are already empowered. They create life. The ones who can create life, what kind of empowerment they would need? All it requires is a spark. You know what happens? Women, they sacrifice a lot certain times in the young age due to their parents, and then they get married due to their husbands, or then they get kids due to the upbringing of their kids. So all they need is a spark, a direction they're looking for to fulfill their dreams. Women, if you will see the biggest organizations in the world, they're women led and they're the most successful. Women are termed more honest and ethical in their work and very hardworking. And I always support this fact that women are better leaders if they are given the right environment to work. If you're giving them the entire liberty, the right environment, they are the best leaders in the world. And when we talk about, giving them a spark, all they need is a direction that yes, you can do it, you can fulfill your dreams. We came across a woman, she's 51. you know, and she always wanted to be a model. But again, same story: parents, marriage, then kids. Now, at the age of 51, she has become an international supermodel, doing endorsing various brands. And there is another woman who always wanted to be a jewelry designer. At the age of 45, again, parents, marriage, kids. Now her kids are in the teenage, and now she has become an international jewelry designer. We at Mentorex have helped her establishing her international brand. So the thing is, I always say, even if you go back 3 years, 5 years ago, I always say women, they never need empowerment. All they need is that spark. So women leadership is the most important aspect if the human race has to grow further.
Very well said. Very well said. I think all the women who are watching us live on LinkedIn, they are going to be pressing more and more hearts and likes for this young gentleman who says that women need no empowerment. They are already empowered. They just need that slight push. They just need a slight assurance that there are people supporting them. And that's
Yes.
what you're doing in a very, very great manner, Manish. I must congratulate you for that because you're constantly giving that push which women are looking for, and sometimes they're not sure about themselves. I'm sure you must have come across like this lady that you mentioned, this old woman, how amazing she must be feeling that at a young age of 50, you said 50 or 60?
51.
51. Yes, at a young age of 51, she has done what she
Yeah.
aspired for. And it doesn't come easy because at that time, sometimes people are always thinking, what will people think? What are people going to talk about? You know, there are always those restrictions. What is society going to think if I do this at an age which is not appropriate for this kind of thing? Those stereotypes are there.
Very,
But when we have supporting networks who help you give the push, it becomes very easy. It becomes much, much phenomenal that people are there to support and not laugh behind their backs, but give that the gentle hand that I'm there for you, which is amazing. I also noticed during 2020, you had these kids empowerment thing also happening. So, what is that about? Could you tell our audience about that? I'm sure people will love to listen that.
See, kids again. We say that the kids, they are the wonderful blooming flowers. The only thing is, each kid evolve with its own time. We can never compare kids. Each kid is different. Each kid is unique. You could be seeing a kid at an age of 3 is swimming, but there could be a kid at the age of 9 who doesn't even know swimming, but he would have his own different skill sets. So always ask parents, never compare even either your own two kids, or never ever even compare your kids with the kids of others. It could be possible that your neighbor's kid is quite intellectual with high IQ, but imagine, look at your own kid. He could might be good at sports. He could be the how the kids, they evolve. So what we are doing is, we come across kid. If you need any kind of life skill, any kind of soft skill, or even at the young age of kid, we have launched another program that's called Kidpreneurs. At the age of 6 or 7, we teach you, we mentor you how you can be wonderful entrepreneurs. And the best part about that is, we don't teach them like they teach in the traditional manner. Imagine, we came across a kid who wanted to be a public speaker, but he has a stage fright when he used to go on a stage. I asked him, what you like? He said, sir, I love guitar. You know what we did? We placed a guitar on the stage with a mic, and I said, okay, on the stage, just go play guitar. He played the guitar very nicely, very beautifully. Audience was mesmerized. Then I asked him, introduce yourself. Then you won't believe the way he spoke on my. He kept on going. We literally had to snatch the mic. Done. You are done. You're done. Time's over. So this is how, like, we took away his stage fright. That give him the skill that he wanted. So that is how we are working big time with the kids. And when Italy was crumbling due to pandemic, we were taking care of the education of the kids of the Italy and their schools. So we, this is again global phenomena of ours. Whosoever needs any help, whosoever needs any skill set, we're doing that. And personally, I have my own for these things. We don't charge, but yes, personally, I have a 360-degree transformational mentoring program that is one-on-one, right? And that is in the frame of 3 years, 3 months, 6 months, or a year. That comes with the price tag.
Okay. Yes, of course. Life is not so easy. Life is not a bed of roses, and there is a price for everything. We all
It's not
know.
a price for everything. It's about too much energies are required. So I call it energy exchange.
No, no. What I meant by there's a price for everything is like everything can't be free because when there are too many freebies, people don't value it. You know. So there has to be something which you are providing. It has value, and people will value it more if there is some price attached to it. During pandemic, we all had been doing tons and tons of webinars, which is okay. You are helping, you are doing your bit. This is fine. But when it's too much, when there is nothing coming in return, of course, then it makes you a little sad, because you're working too much, you're giving it your best shot, but when you're not getting something in return, then the motivation starts going down. So we don't want that. We want people to be happy and to give what they're looking for. And I love that idea that you had this kid with the guitar, and then he had no phobia at all because
Yeah.
he loved playing guitar. So when you placed it in front of him, he felt he is in with the music world, and he did his best. So yeah, these are small things. I think it's very, very important, especially in today's world, when we are not having this mindset of only engineers or only doctors or only certain domains for girl and boy. You're giving them the right choice, you're giving them options. The alternatives are available, which was not there in the past. In the past, there were just few domains, and people had to choose from what was given to them. But with the right kind of set skills that are happening now, I think people are also changing, and people like you and me are constantly working on it, how we can change the mindset of people, that it becomes more and more open and agreeable. So
True.
very well said. Tell us something about, we see you smiling, we see that aura, Munish Jindal, the Munish Jindal. Tell us something. Did you face any challenges in life? You can choose whether you want to share something personal or professional, how you face the challenges and how you keep that smile on throughout.
See, you said that the life is not a bed of roses. So that's true. When wherever you reach in life, it doesn't come easy. It doesn't fall from the sky and it doesn't lap up. It obviously everyone faces challenges. I have seen my own struggles. I have gone through my own challenges. But the best part about that is that. I see opportunities. When I launched hover robotics, I made a few prototypes and people had no clue what hoverboards are. At that time, I used to stand on the roadside and ask people that ride them, they're free, just have free rides. Just to make them aware of hoverboards, used to click pictures, make videos, and make them viral on Facebook and all. So that was the challenge. At that time, I was one man army. I used to lift my own boxes and everything I was doing. And from there to here journey. Now, when people start to recognize you, when you become number one brand in India or number or top five among in the world, then people say, "Oh, he's so successful." But people forget the kind of the challenges and struggles you have faced behind that. And then again, when you're asking how I'm smiling, all I see is opportunities. Last year in March 2020, pandemic happened, lockdown. Everyone was cribbing, "Oh, lockdown has happened. Offices have gone closed. How? What we gonna do?" And what I saw was, okay, now things are going to go online, let's go digital. Within 24 hours I set up my own digital studio at my home. From 1st of April till now, we have done more than 600 conferences, summits, conclaves, and workshops. So what I saw was opportunity. We were in 20 countries before pandemic, and as of now, when I'm talking to you, we are sitting in 65 plus countries with a vision to be in 200 plus countries. So all I see is opportunities. It is like I courier you something, you open up a courier, the parcel, and you see a brown colored cardboard, and you are wondering why Dr. Jindal has sent you a brown cardboard and ask you to flip it over, and there's a beautiful painting. So what happens in our life? Life is like this. It all depends on us whether we want to see that backside, the brown cardboard, or the front side, the wonderful painting. So when you talk to me, when you ask me, all I see is beautiful paintings everywhere, and that makes me smile.
Very rightly said, very rightly said. Like, it's all how you take it. If you look in the mirror with a smile, the smile will come back to you. But if you look in the mirror with a frowny face, or with disrespect, or with insecurity, or not sure, am I in the right direction, that's what it's going to reflect back to you. So it's important, whatever we think in life, we have to be going in that direction, because if you think positive, positive things do happen. I have some interesting things happening. There's hello, Mr. Pawan Singh. He says, "Can you talk in Hindi?" Maybe
Yeah,
Munish, you can say something in Hindi. He will feel good, because they are saying, "Agar aap Hindi mein bolenge," because it's a international platform, so we decided to go in English. But you can say something in Hindi as well.
भाषा है। और मेरे को अपने आप पे वैसे भी ये कहते हैं कि बड़ा गर्व भी महसूस होता है कि मैं भारतीय हूँ। मैं ऑस्ट्रेलिया में था सर, वहाँ का ग्रीन कार्ड, रेजिडेंसी ऑफर हुई, सब छोड़ के मैं तो अपने भारत वापस आ गया। और मैं हमेशा एक बात कहता हूँ, भारत का रहने वाला हूँ, भारत के गीत सुनाता हूँ। बट द थिंग, ये बात सिर्फ ये है कि अगर हिंदी में बात करते हैं तो हम 140 करोड़ लोग समझ सकते हैं, और अगर हम इंग्लिश में बात करते हैं तो दुनिया में 800 करोड़ से ज्यादा लोग हैं जो उसको समझ पाएंगे। तो ये बिगर कॉज है, बिगर पर्पस है। तो कुडोज टू डॉक्टर रूबी बख्शी खुर्दी फॉर मेकिंग इट हैपन, दैट शी इज वर्किंग फॉर द बिगर कॉज। दैट इज व्हाई वी आर टॉकिंग इन इंग्लिश। थैंक यू।
वेरी ट्रू, वेरी ट्रू, थैंक यू सो मच। बहुत सही फरमाया आपने। इट्स ट्रू, जब हम हिंदी में बात करते हैं, हम दोनों इंडिया से हैं, जब हिंदी में बात करते हैं हम बहुत गर्व महसूस करते हैं कि हम अपनी मातृभाषा ऑन इंटरनेशनल लेवल इतने ऐलान से बोल रहे हैं। सो हिंदी बोलने में कोई शर्म नहीं है। इट इज जस्ट वी फील प्राउड अबाउट इट, हमें बहुत गर्व महसूस होता है। बट क्योंकि ये इंटरनेशनल प्लेटफॉर्म है, सो आई थिंक आप अंडरस्टैंड करेंगे। आई थिंक इट वाज मिस्टर पवन सिंह दैट
यस,
हम लोग इंग्लिश में बोल रहे हैं, बट वी कैन make something, some small quotes if you want, Munish. Agar aap kuch bolenge to you can say that in Hindi so that he will appreciate that more. That's very nice. Thank you so much, Mr. Pavan Singh. So my next question for you is, which I think some people are writing and they are posing in the chat window as well. They want to ask, how do you balance work and life responsibilities? Because when we are in the, when we are in the social network, or when we are in the public eye, there's a lot of expectations from us. People are expecting a lot of things. People are talking a lot of things. कभी कभी शाबाशी मिलती है, कभी कभी बहुत ज्यादा वो भी मिलते हैं, क्या कहते हैं उसको, people don't like it, so people troll you on Twitter. So how do you manage those kind of things? आप कैसे manage करते हो both the sides?
See, first you talked about responsibilities. They go with you till lifelong. So never take responsibilities as responsibilities. Just cherish them. Whosoever, if it's your family, if your parents, your wife, your kids, cherish being with them. Do what the best you can do for them. Or even if it's your colleagues or your people at your office. This during pandemic, we didn't even fire a single staff. Everyone is sitting at home. We're paying 100% salaries. We're just asking them, if you can work. If you can work, no problem. But we are not going to leave you. So, because I have always enjoyed working with them, I take it as a passion. Now, when you're talking about the second thing about your compliments or getting trolled, so when you're getting compliments, just be grateful, but don't get too high in life. Just express your gratitude towards life. That yes, whatever you're doing, it's in the right direction. And when you're getting trolled, see if there is a real meaning behind that. If someone is trying to really correct you, then be thankful to that again. And otherwise, I just live with one notion: people have to talk. They have to talk. If you're not doing anything, then they're like, oh, this young gentleman studied so hard in India, in Australia, in US, now sitting at home doing nothing. Or if you're gonna be a global thing, he's too young, we don't know what he does. So many people, you're too, don't you think you're too young for this? Or we don't know what you do. We read about robotics, we read about education. How come you are a commerce student? You whole of your life you studied commerce, then you're making robots, and then now you're into education, you're an academician as well. And I say, I don't know, I just love life. People love me, I love them back. That's it. So don't bother about it.
वेरी वेल सेड, वेरी वेल सेड। क्या करना है बात करके, लोगों का काम है कहना। लोग तो बोलते ही रहेंगे, लोग तो बुराइयां भी करेंगे, लोग अच्छाई भी करेंगे। सो जस्ट टेक इट विद अ पिंच ऑफ सॉल्ट, इफ इट इज समथिंग वन इज अप्रिशिएटिंग यू विद योर वर्क, जस्ट गो विद द फ्लो। अगर कोई आपको नीचे करने की कोशिश कर रहा है, या अगर आपके वर्क को अप्रिशिएट नहीं कर रहा है, सो उस कंडीशन में आई थिंक बेस्ट इज, just think of it as not as a brickbat, but as as a feedback. Okay, maybe I'm not doing this properly. I need
Yes.
to make some amendment here, because sometimes people do talk sense and sometimes people talk nonsense also. So हमें दोनों टाइप के लोगों को देखना होता है, right, Manish?
When people are trying to correct you, they are your real well wishers. Otherwise, everything else just ignore. Live life, enjoy life, dance to the tunes of life, and make life dance to your own tunes.
Very well said, very well said. जैसे आप करोगे, what you think, that's gonna come back to you. अगर आप अच्छाई करोगे तो अच्छा ही आपको मिलेगी। अगर आप किसी की बुराई करोगे, या you're doing bad things will happen.
I
But
always that don't expect anything. When whatever you
very
do,
true,
and
very
even
true.
even in the entrepreneurship also, like even in the business life, professional, I say money is should be the byproduct of your efforts. You should be focusing on delivering the best, giving the best to people. Money would automatically follow. Don't
Very
chase.
true.
Don't chase. Let money chase you.
Very true. Very well said. We don't have to constantly keep about thinking ये कैसे होगा वो कैसे होगा, you know, if you expect too much from life and your expectations don't meet, of course you're going to be sad, you're going to be upset about it. But if your things are met the way they should be, you know, keep going on, because jitna zyada aap freely जाते हो without any expectations, if you're just thinking about मुझे ये चाहिए, I'm talking to Munish and in return I want Munish to do this for me, then it's not gonna work. Because maybe in the short run it's okay, but in the long run these kind of relationships don't work. So we have to find a fun way of let the fun begin and let the work go on hand in hand. Okay, बहुत सारी serious बातें हो गई. Now let's have some fun, you know, because life is not must when you don't have these fun elements attached to it. So we are going to have a rapid fire round. You know, it's really fun just to have a little bit more idea what Munish Jindal actually is. So I'm going to ask you, Munish, some questions. Okay, just fun questions. And आपके दिमाग में जो आता है आपको फट से बोलना है. You know, you have to just go like it's a jam session kind of a thing. Just say what comes to your mind. Or if you want to give a small speech about something, like a quick one, you know, but not thinking too much. Okay. All set? Ready?
Let's go.
So, okay. Your favorite holiday destination?
Europe.
Okay. I'm thinking that you're going to visit me soon then.
Hope it is. With the pandemic getting over, the first thing it could be that you might be saying surprise. Ding.
Okay. All right. Your favorite movie?
This Manoj Kumar's the song I sang, भारत का रहने वाला हूँ, भारत की गीत सुनाता हूँ.
Okay, okay, Manoj. So you're a patriot. I can see that you are.
I left I have the options of settling down in many countries. I left everything and I'm living in India. So I always said, whatever I will do for India. From here.
Wow, that's very, very bravo. Really, really, very good. Your favorite color?
Red.
Okay, ruby red.
Ruby red. Yes, even if you come down to my own personal bedroom, you will see the walls, the furniture, even the bed sheets, all are ruby red.
Okay, great. I would love to see that. I'd love to see that one day. Thank you. So now I'm going to ask you some colors and you have to tell what that color signifies to you. Okay, what comes to your mind when you hear about that color? White.
Peace.
Black.
Wow, vibrant.
Green.
Green is again, go ahead in life, do whatever you want to do.
Okay, gray.
Gray. Oh, I always say that every color is a shade of a gray. So whenever you are seeing something in life, or when someone else is talking to you, your and her perspective or his perspective could be right. And quick example is write number 6 on the floor, stand on either side of it. It is 9 for him and 6 for you. So you both are correct. So
wow.
Gray color is a shade of gray.
50 Shades of Grey. There's a movie as well like that.
Oh,
so
yeah, that's an interesting one.
Very well said. Very well said. Okay. On that note, I think you did phenomenally great. You were bang on. You did not even think of a second. You will get a gift hamper. You will get a gift hamper soon.
Wow. So happy.
You just won a gift hamper.
Guys, yay.
You truly are a global inspirational man who is inspiring so many people. You know, the way you talk, the way you know, taught some really difficult things, but in a very fun way, you know. So अगर आप वो बात बोल भी रहे हो, लेकिन आपकी उस बात में इतनी गहराई होने के बावजूद भी आपने उसको इतनी lightly बोला that it connects with everyone. You know, चाहे वो छोटा बच्चा हो, चाहे वो बड़ा इंसान हो, चाहे वो, you know, adult हो, कोई भी. You know, everyone connects with you because of the way you're vibrant and at the same time connecting with those people. So I'm really very happy to have you here speaking to the people and the questions. Guys, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Hi, Dr. Edna. Hi, Pawan. Hello, Vikas. I'm just saying quickly hello to everyone. So, you know,
to everyone.
I'm really seeing that a lot of people are interested in asking one particular question to you, which is, how do you combat with pressure, especially now with social media? How do you combat with social media pressure?
Social media, yes. So the thing is, when you watch too much of social media,
Mm-hmm.
just ignore, ignore, ignore.
Mm-hmm.
One, second, you're unique and different. Never compare yourself with anyone else. Your journey is totally different. Third, derive inspiration from wherever you can. If I'm watching Dr. Ruby's profile, I derive inspiration rather than. So I always have two options. Either I get jealous. Oh, look at this lady, this wonderful lady. She's doing too much. Oh my God, I can get jealous. Second option is I get inspired. Wow, man, look at her. Such a wonderful work she's doing. How can I do such things, or how I can help humanity, or how I can better out myself? So derive inspiration from wheresoever you are. And fourth, this is a social world. You are a personal, you are a human being, so don't connect that social to your personal life. Enjoy your personal life. If you could come down to my Facebook, you will see all social. You will never get to know me as a person or what I do in my personal life. In my personal life, I'm entirely different person enjoying life. So please enjoy life. You're here to live, you're here to enjoy. Just enjoy.
Exactly. Live life fullest. Have fun, guys. Life is short. Live every day as if it's your last day. I go with this mantra, जो है वो आज है, वो इस पल में है, तो इस पल को जी भर के जियो जैसे जिंदगी ना हो दोबारा.
Yes,
So
yes.
for all the people who are watching us in Hindi, so I am making statements in Hindi loud and clear, which I've never done on LinkedIn. Pehli baar on LinkedIn, I'm speaking in Hindi. So to all the people who speak Hindi, enjoy this, because I don't think on LinkedIn Live we do these kind of things, but we are doing because we have an inspiration in front of us and we have people who are asking it. So it's great. So thank you so much, Munish, for joining us. It was really a pleasure to have you and talk to you, know about you. You are really an inspiration to many people, to young people, to old people, to women, to men, to everyone. So keep doing what you're doing. I thoroughly enjoyed our conversation. I wish you all the best and keep smiling and keep doing what you're doing. It was really a pleasure to have you and hope to see you sometime soon. Once the pandemic is gone, we'll
So much
definitely.
for inviting me here, Dr. Ruby Bakshi. And it's indeed a privilege to be at Raceway and getting to talk to you face to face. Wow, it's indeed incredible. Thank you for being so thoughtful to consider me part of it. And yes, once things settle down, I'm coming there, and you are coming here. It would be a privilege for us to host you. Thank you so much. Namaste from India to everyone. Thank you.
That was Munish Jindal, Dr. Munish Jindal, all the way from India, an amazing soul, an amazing person who really speaks volumes about what he does. So, guys, it's life is short. As I said, life is short. Live life fullest and be inspired with these inspirational stories from the world. So, here's Ruby Bakshi Kurdi signing off and wishing you all the best. Stay safe, stay healthy. It's all about social distancing, not emotional distancing. So connect with your loved ones and keep doing something meaningful in life. Till the next time we meet, all the best.